if you take the theological doctrine of Christ's incarnation, right? I mean, if you don't have something, a human essence or nature that each individual person shares in, then it seems to me, I may be wrong, I haven't thought this fully out, but it seems to me that it would not suffice for Christ to incarnate just one time, right? Because Christ can come once and the job on the cross can be finished once and for all, because we all share in something, a human nature that he redeems, right? But if there's no human nature in which we share, and it's just human 1, human 2, human 3, all the way up to however many 80 billion there have been, it seems to me that if you wanted to be theologically consistent with your doctrine of the incarnation, Christ would need to incarnate like 80 billion plus times, one incarnation per individuated, concrete, particular person, right? That seems to me like, I mean, a real problem. I don't know, but I don't know if you have anything but it's just something that came to me.
Real problem biblically.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't want to say that Christ's incarnation was insufficient because he only did it once.
Exactly.
And in that one instance of incarnation and sacrifice on the cross, maybe you get one particular concrete individual saved, the thief on the cross, let's say, but that this would have to happen for every single individual concrete particular that we call, in virtue of our language, a human.
Yeah, and I'm forgetting all the details off the top of my head because this is not something that's been all before me, all the time here. But yeah, I wrote on this in Theologica, an essay about the incarnation. Could he have really taken on a identical human nature? And no, because there is no such thing.
Because there isn't one. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and none of us have that. So again, I'm afraid it all comes back to words, ways of talking. But forgive me for being, your audience, forgive me for sound like I'm being very trite here. But I think the expression says it well. Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
If it's not backed up with reality,
Right.
talk is cheap. We can talk all we want about Christ dying for all our sins, and how he could atone for mine and yours and each of us. But if there's not this thing we share in common, I think you've got a real good point there.
Yeah.
Um,
You
a
need
very
an ontological
serious
basis
point.
for that. Right.